Well, I liked music ever since I was a little boy. My first guitar was a big popcorn popper that I tied rubber bands to and made different noises with it. I grew up in the church playing, whether it's bass guitar, piano, or guitar, and started leading in the church and singing when I was about 16, 15. And then about 18, I just started doing my own thing and performing at coffee shops, performing at different free venues whenever I could. And yeah, then about 21, I really started pursuing my own music and pursuing writing more, and yeah, so then I just kind of kept going from there, and just finished my new CD, and was able to quit my day job. I was a lifeguard for 12 years. I was able to quit that and just do music full time, and that was about 2 years ago when I made that decision.
First the doctors didn't know just what it was, like trying to find a time.
Actually, most of my songs are they're pretty personal and influenced by people around me, by stories. Every one of them kind of has a story or a person they're connected to. Yeah, there's just a lot of songs about hope and about people going through circumstances in life, whether it's the loss of, a life, or depression, or cancer. Just that was a lot of the songs were kind of aimed towards that, to be able to relate to people and allow people to find hope kind of in the music. I do, especially with a lot of the topics. Cancer is hard to be positive with, and depression, but if people can find some kind of hope, or with Pearl, find some kind of hope in the song in regards to a situation they're going to, or a situation that someone they know is going through, or yeah, so I think I like positive music. I don't want people to listen to my album and be all sad and depressed afterwards. But yeah, but it is about real life, and it is about stuff that people do go through on a day-to-day basis.
Right. Okay.
She was more like a beauty queen from a movie screen. So I don't mind.
There are obviously some songs that I do like more than others singing, and it helps that I'm not picky with music. I like anything from old country, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, to very new stuff, and then everything in between. And so it just comes down to, I just love singing, and especially if it's something I feel I can sing well, and I feel I can perform well, and seeing people react to that music and seeing how it affects people, how they react to me interpreting that song. That's kind of the most joy I find in it, whether it's a song I love, just seeing how people react to that music and how they react to my interpretation of the song.
Right. Okay.
Lately I've been losing sleep, dreaming about
it is hard, and a lot of people yeah, it's just hard. It is, because you're trying to take basically someone who's an established artist, like my latest cover, Counting Stars, #1 song in the nation right now on the radio, and trying to take that, and there's no way I want to try to be a duplication of what they are and what they do, because there's no way I can do that. And so I think just finding that balance of bringing what I bring without twisting like the pureness of the song, without making it too obscure or weird. Yeah, but it is hard, because you don't want to be, I don't want to try to copy anybody. There's no way I can, and that's just going to make me look bad.
Exactly.
So. That's a tough one. There's probably quite a few. One that comes to mind, it's a newer band, but the Mumford & Sons, and a lot of people have been relating to them, but I don't just relate to his music, but just his passion for the music, and that's something that I I feel I've always had is just, you can see it in his eyes and in his expressions when he's singing, when he's performing, that he just believes what he's singing, and that he believes, you know, in the music, and he believes in what he's doing. And yeah, there's just so much energy when he sings, and that's something I've always, you know, tried to aspire to. And so that's one. I'm sure there's a bunch of others. I was a kid, when I was growing up, it was always Michael W. Smith, which is a well-known Christian artist, just because of his talent and his writing ability and his, yeah, just his musicianship and how many instruments he plays. And
you see your prayers, but they never send. I know the pain.
There's definitely a huge distinction between my last EP and then my new album that just came out. A huge difference as far as just the sound, the quality of the writing. And I think that's something I'm always going to keep aspiring to, keep on improving the quality of the writing, and keep on improving the catchiness of the tunes. And that's something that this album has and my other album didn't. I feel like a lot of the tunes are more catchy and have more hooks that people can follow than my old one. And that's kind of my hope for the next album. You know, I don't think I'll change genres or change anything drastically, but just keep on improving on what I have, and just try to make the next one a little bit better than this one. That's what I want. I think people are more drawn to faster songs, you know, before they can actually be able to hear some slow songs and be okay with it. And people just like beat, and they like tempo, and they like, you know, energy. Everything's kind of on my website, which is natebotsford.com, and or my Facebook. You can find me on Facebook, Nathan Botsford Music. Yeah, my stuff's on iTunes. I'm playing 2 to 3 shows a week at restaurants, bars. Yeah, and all my shows are listed online. You can like me on my Facebook, and yeah.
The way this life keeps moving.